Hello. I thought we'd go ahead and take a tour of the yurt. So we've been looking at this deck for a couple of months now, and finally we have something on it. So yeah, I think the door color is a little much, but that's okay. We can change that. I'm going to take you around the side. So the windows, as you can see, are fabric. So this is actually a plastic, and it's velcroed on, and the screen is sewn into the yurt, the side of the yurt. So and there's an awning of sorts that rolls down and attaches with clips for when there's a bad storm. Apparently this is pretty waterproof as far as this goes, but the water can definitely get into between the Velcro. So the zipper is a little bit more waterproof. There's a flap that goes over top of that to kind of protect it a little bit. But yeah, so there's that. As you can see, we come around the back here, and there's a window on the back as well. And I'll show you from inside, but this will be my back window view, which is pretty spectacular. I'll also be able to catch a bit of this bank here that surrounds the home site. That will all be planted with flowers. So I've already started, I've got some seed down, and some of the flowers have come up, and I've let them reseed this year. So the stovepipe is likely to come out here in this corner. Actually, I'm gonna back up a little bit. It'll stick out a pretty good ways, so it'll come out and it'll go up. So I can't really put it over here on this narrow piece. It's gonna have to eat up a bit of that corner space, but that's okay. I've still got two usable corners in terms of little tables and chairs and stuff. So that's the stairway that goes down to the side door on the kitchen, and where that pile of lumber and the ladders are is probably where my grill is going to be. And we're back around the side of the yurt, the second window or a third window, depending on how you want to look at it. And let's take a quick look inside. So this is it. That's the dog cacking in the background, because that's what I need. So this is the yurt. The walls are a bit taller than I remember them being. But you can see there might be a little bit of room for a loft, but anyway, you can see it's cables, zip ties, and the lattice, which form the walls. And then the rafters are actually, they actually sit on that cable as well. And there's supports that they're screwed to. And then those rafters run up to the central ring, and that central ring is where the dome is. So I'll kind of stand under the dome here. The dome raises and lowers so I can vent it, which will be nice in the summer. Of course, you can see I've got quite a view. This is actually, I'll move this way a little bit, come in the front door. This is actually my favorite view from the dome. It's a pretty little oak tree back there. And straight back, of course, from the front door is the back window. And there's that back view we were looking at earlier. And so if we look out this way, you'll see to one side of my door how that looks. So I'll be looking kind of out toward the driveway. And this is actually one of the prettier views. It'll be great once I get all that brush and lumber out of the way, but for right now, that's really nice. So in the corner of the deck there, this will be a great place for a little bistro table or even a hammock or something. So I've got that. And then out the front door, of course, that will be mostly potentially carport with some tree above it. I'm really struggling with that because views. And then out the side window, it'll mostly be that hill again planted, and you can see, I can see the side of the building. So yeah, the kitchen and bath will go in there. There's this little overhang here that'll allow me to come in and out without getting dripped on. I'll have to do something similar over there in the kitchen building. But that's basically it. So the stove will go probably over here on this wall, so it'll hang off that corner that we were standing in before. And I have no idea where everything else is going, but there's lots of potential. And actually, I can build these supports out a little bit, attach a board to the front of it, and then do that on this side too, and put shelves in between. It's as the guy said, limited only by my imagination, so I'm gonna have to get to imagining. My neighbor just pulled up, but that's basically the Yurt tour.